Hey, welcome back everyone. In just a short number of weeks from now, we're finally going to be able to see The Book of Boba Fett by Disney and Lucasfilm on the Disney Plus platform, and exactly how it's all going to tie directly into The Mandalorian Season 3, as well as other Star Wars TV shows out there that are being planned by both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do post a couple of fun and entertaining things on there from time to time and interact with you guys further. So we're now in a very interesting position for Star Wars. We have Jon and Dave working on tons of new TV shows, as well as currently unannounced ones that will be revealed at Star Wars Celebration of 22 this upcoming May, so mark your calendars for that because that's going to be a very big event. Later on in this year, we have, of course, a lot of other announcements that's going to be affiliated with the new universe and exactly what Jon and Dave are aiming to do for all of these new Star Wars TV shows, the new Star Wars lore, like the books, the novels, and the comics, you name it. However, there is one particular show that a lot of fans are looking forward to, and that is, of course, The Mandalorian Season 3 and the Ahsoka Tano series. Now, obviously, the Kenobi show is by far the most anticipated one, but after that, a lot of fans are really looking forward to those other two that we just mentioned. So, with that being said, without a doubt, by far, one of the fan-favorite characters within the Star Wars universe is no other than Luke Skywalker. What Jon and Dave are making sure to do is to actually keep Luke very much relevant, not just in the Mandalorian series, but also other shows that branch off from the Mandalorian show, as they like to call, of course, now the Mandoverse. Any show that revolves around the Mandalorian timeline, they want to actually explore Luke Skywalker in that post-Return of the Jedi era in depth. So with that being said, what's really all the more intriguing has everything to do with what's being planned for the Ahsoka Tano series. So now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are primarily focused on their shows like The Mandalorian Season 3 and The Book of Boba Fett, they are also getting prepared for the release of the Kenobi series that will bring back Hayden as Vader once again. Now, one major addition by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni for the Mandalorian series is actually set to involve something huge for Luke Skywalker as a character. The Mandoverse is going to include a big change for Luke Skywalker in a key scene specifically for the Ahsoka Tano series that is set to drop by 2023. One specific scene is set to involve an intense battle between Luke Skywalker and a new minor villain that is set to be actually suited up in Mandalorian armor. However, this is not Din Djarin. This is rather a new character either posing as a Mandalorian or is literally one of them. The battle is set to involve Luke Skywalker also dressed in this new type of armor that reflects Captain Phasma's armor that dates back to the High Republic era. Favreau and Filoni are said to be using plot pieces that will allow Luke Skywalker to use much of his Jedi lore in the new Star Wars shows, such as the newly discovered High Republic armor that was buried away within a Jedi temple that will be explored in the Ahsoka series. Now, Jon and Dave are developing a scene for the series that is set to involve Luke Skywalker using his green lightsaber blade against the mysterious new foe that somehow got hold of the dark saber that will use it against Luke. Jon and Dave have been planning this for a very long time and will explain how it went from Bo-Katan to this new character to use against Luke Skywalker in this planned intense battle scene that is set to take place on this new world. Now, the fight sequence is actually planned to be just as long as the Ahsoka battle in Chapter 16 of Mando against the Magistrate and her followers, and that it will take tons of rehearsals to get the scene down correctly. The new character dressed in Mandalorian armor is described to not be a main villain per se, but a new obstacle for both Luke and Ahsoka to go through that will be showcased in the first few episodes of the actual TV show by Dave Filoni. Now, the design change for Luke Skywalker will involve him in this High Republic armor, with his face unmasked, where there will actually be times where Luke Skywalker would take hits from the dark saber that won't piece his armor. Now, this is said to be some kind of secretive armor that only, of course, so few made during the High Republic era to actually fully protect a Jedi from getting significant wounds. Now, giving Luke Skywalker the upper hand in the series, however, it's heavily implied that the armor can only take so many hits from a lightsaber or a dark saber, that Jon and Dave are doing everything to make this scene one of the best choreographed scenes, and of course doing everything to make this scene very much in depth. Now, of course, Luke will also have on other fight scenes in the show in his normal Jedi attire, and later on in the show with Ahsoka Tano as a training sequence. So here's the thing about this. We already know that Jon and Dave are trying to do absolutely everything in their power to really do anything that they can to make references to past timelines. Now, it seems like what they're trying to do also is that they're really trying to date things back to the High Republic, using this new set of armor that Luke Skywalker is going to use against this new Mandalorian-esque type villain. We're not quite sure if it's a legitimate Mandalorian like Din Djarin, or if it's going to just be a poser, one that dresses up as a Mandalorian. We're not quite sure just yet, but it is going to be an intense battle, and I cannot wait to see this in 2023. Now, the thing about Luke Skywalker, alright, obviously we know that Luke Skywalker is going to be a very specific character of how he's going to be developed in the Mandoverse. They want to explore all different angles of his life, as, of course, rising to becoming a Jedi Master, training his Jedi students and such, even, of course, how that's going to involve Grogu and more. A lot of that will be explained within the Mandoverse, so keep your eyes open for that as well. So, I think that obviously, the other thing that a lot of fans need to know is that the Ahsoka Tano series is going to have a lot of episodes. They're planning for it to be at least, at minimum, 12 episodes long in length for the Ahsoka show, which is far longer than The Mandalorian Season 2. Now, they're doing almost something similar with the Acolyte TV series. However, there's been a lot of problems with the writing and a lot of setbacks with pre-production, and they dial back on some of the number of episodes, which is why they're not going to be filming until either this February or this April. That's going to last all the way until November of 2022. Now, the Andor series is another great example that that's going to be a very lengthy show. It's going to be a multi-season show as opposed to an event series. So the Ahsoka series, I think, has a lot of, potential. It has a lot of chances to really dive deep, not just into the lore of Star Wars, but also into developing characters like Ahsoka and Luke in this post-return of the Jedi era, as well as taking advantage of flashbacks. I don't know if you guys ever heard about this, but flashbacks will be a major deal, not just in the Kenobi series, but also in the Ahsoka show. They're going to be going back and forth here and there to explain the characters' past lives. So I think that obviously Jon and Dave are trying to find ways to equalize ways in each and every show to explore different eras and different time frames, or different timelines, if you will, that's going to really go more in depth with these fan favorite characters that we all know and love. So changing Luke Skywalker's design by putting him in this High Republic armor to go up against the Darksaber, as well as to actually fight this new minor villain, I like it. I think it's a very interesting change. I think a lot of fans are going to be shocked by this. We talked about this lightly a very long time ago. You guys may recall about a year ago. They were pre-planning this scene already well before The Mandalorian Season 2's finale even came into fruition. But now this is all coming in the full swing. It is actually now in the works, and it's actually being used for the Ahsoka Tano series as well. So overall, I think that Luke Skywalker is indeed getting the limelight that he deserves. This is everything that the fans have been asking for. A lot of new action sequences, a lot of moments that's really going to take advantage of Luke really being the ultimate Jedi that he actually needs to be. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.